Hey, this is Matsan and welcome to our next video.
Another episode. So, today's episode will be storytelling.
The story is very ridiculous because we just come back from Bydgoszcz and Sansan was sharing some childhood stories with me, like we were just sharing some informations with what we had done as children and what kind of
stories that we've heard.
Yes. She told me a story, like, a story for kids. Can you say the title of the story?
A man sells his fart, which smells really good like flower. So, selling flowery farts.
This kind of stories she read as a child, yeah?
Yes.
And you like this a lot.
I like.
They had books about those stories.
Yes.
In a library.
Generally, the background is that we have many legends like this. In the Western culture, you have the Grimms, like those fairy tales of Snow White, the girl who sells the matches, something like that. Those famous stories for kids. So we also have our version, and our version we have many of them. But the idea of these stories to teach the morality, either to be good to your family, to your parents, or to your friend, to people, like to teach you some good idea about that. So this is gonna be the story of the day that somebody sell flowery fart.
Did you see that? There's a guy farting on the other guy. The other guy looks obviously richer, and look at his face. This other guy is so, like, impressed by this.
Yeah. Basically, the story is about a pair of brothers. So the older brother, his name will be Max, and the younger brother, the name will be Pavel.
Okay, fair enough. The story is, as you see, about two brothers. One is younger and one is older. And the older guy is like a pretty sneaky, pretty bad behavior guy, and always doing whatever he wants, yes? And the younger one is this very calm, very gentle guy who is always very good to other people, and so on and so on. And unfortunately, one day their parents die. And their parents, basically, they have some things to give them, yes? So they have to decide who will take what.
Because the old brother Max is very sneaky, so he took the majority of the property, and he claimed that because he has the family already. And so Pavel, he get really less property. He got the little house and together with the little field, which is like nothing. And eventually they left one cow that haven't been decided who will take this cow.
So the sneaky guy Max got an idea, which was a sneaky idea, that okay, let's just make it like this. I will grab the head of this cow, and you will grab, and you, Pavel, will grab the tail of this cow. Which obviously is sneaky, which I don't get why Pavel is even up to this kind of idea. It looks like Pavel is pretty ridiculous, but anyway. Pavel agreed, and then they started to pull the cow together.
The winner will be the one that the cow will follow his direction.
Oh, yeah. This one we didn't mention.
Yeah.
They started to pull the cow, and obviously the cow just went forward. So obviously Max won the cow.
So Pavel wasn't really sad. He thinks that this is the destiny, that this cow doesn't belong to him anyway.
This is so stupid.
Pavel is very honest. Max is just being like a dick, so he just grabbed randomly a grasshopper from the field and he gave it to Pavel, said that, oh, since you got nothing, so this will be the gift for you. And Pavel is happy about that. So after that, they start to live their own life, and Pavel is living together with this grasshopper. What?
It's so ridiculous already. We didn't even start with any farts. He was living with this grasshopper, taking care of him so much, and then somebody actually called the wedding, like someone from their friends, yes? So they went to that wedding, and...
They mean Pavel and the grasshopper.
Yes.
Went to the wedding.
Yeah. And Pavel... and Pavel placed that grasshopper...
Next to him.
On a chair, yes?
Yes, on the chair.
So it was just there. On the chair with him. And he was very happy, spending time with the grasshopper.
And then suddenly there's a chicken pops out and just ate the grasshopper from nowhere. So Pavel was really sad and he started to cry, and he cried that loud that the owner of the chicken showed up, and to make it up for him, he gave this chicken as a gift to Pavel. So Pavel is happy again. So then after that he started to live with this chicken. And then the other day, just a few weeks later, his friend is holding a dinner, so he brings this chicken together to the friend's dinner. So he tied up the chicken underneath the table, and the chicken was eating some leftover food from human.
But actually there was also a dog that belonged to other person. And then this dog was also eating this leftover food from other people. But the dog was angry that this chicken is eating the food also that's supposed to belong to that dog as well. Yeah, so they started to fight, and eventually dog won. So, so the chicken is dead and the dog won. The dog was there, so again Pavel started to cry. Pavel started to cry. He was very, very sad, and the owner of that dog heard that. He gave this dog to him as a gift, like, okay, just stop crying, it's okay, this dog belongs to you right now, yes. So then...
Ever since that, he lives happily with this dog. And then one day, he's thinking, because he has this little field, but he never make a good use of it, and he doesn't have a cow to do it. So he's thinking, oh, since I have a dog who has 4 legs, so maybe I'll use my dog to mow this field. And then during his preparation, there is a salesman show up, and then he's thinking, no, because you know it's in a village, so salesmen they're usually traveling through the villages. Okay. So he suddenly see this interesting view. So he asked Pavel that, hey, young man, are you going to ask your dog to help you with this field? And Pavel say, yes, of course. And the salesman that, I don't trust you, so I will make a bet with you. If your dog really can do this trick, I will give you tons of money, let's say 500 zloty. And then Pavel is like very happy because he's poor. I was like, yeah, sure, my dog, I trust my dog, he for sure can do it. Salesman say, so what if he wouldn't make it? What? And Pavel was like, I don't think this will ever happen. Salesman say, okay, so if your dog wouldn't make it, I will kill him. Yeah, and then Pavel was like, okay, deal.
This dog was treated very nicely by the owner, by Pavel. They were like friends. So eventually the dog made it because he was just, you know, throwing the food, right, to one side. So the dog made it one side, then the second side, and so on and so on.
Go backward, yeah.
So
like
he made it overall, and the salesman gave him this money as a reward. So then Pavel was very, very, very happy. And then, actually, the sneaky guy Max heard about this whole story. Yeah, he heard that this dog made it, and then he got the money from that sales guy. So he decided, oh, hey Pavel, like he went to Pavel and he said like, hey Pavel, please borrow me that dog, you know. And of course Pavel was an idiot. I mean, Pavel was very, very honest and good to other people. So he gave this dog to Max. And then, of course, the salesman just came out again.
Yes.
In the village and asked
different
Max.
salesman.
Different salesman, yeah. And he was like, again, the same thing. Are you going to do that with this dog? And yeah, so I will give you the money if it's gonna be successful. If no, so I will kill that dog. I don't know why he also had the same idea. Like, I will just kill that dog.
You know, it's like those old Chinese times. So
yeah, maybe like this. They didn't treat those.
They treat them as animals. Yeah. So then, because the dog doesn't belong to Max, so the dog wasn't listening to him. So he didn't make it, and unfortunately the salesman just killed his dog. So Pavel heard that and he was completely sad because this dog helped him so much. This dog was spending most of the time with him. So Pavel took the corpse back and he buried this doggo just next to his house. And next to this doggo's tomb, there's also a little tree there. So years gone by, this tree also grew up. And actually this tree is like those trees with the black bean, this kind of nuts. So the beans there were so many of them that Pavel decided to take those beans, like collect them and make the dish out of it.
You know, from the beans you usually fart, so he was expecting he's gonna fart.
Badly.
Badly, yeah.
But then comes the magical point.
But then we got the thing that the story is mostly about. Pavel farted and he realized it smells so nice.
So nice, even better than flowers.
Pavel he was thinking that this nicely smelling farts are actually the gift from the gods and from his doggo, yeah.
So he's very thankful.
Yes, he was very thankful, and he also was thinking more in a business way right now. Like, okay, maybe my farts can actually help other people. Maybe I can find those very rich people and make them smelling my farts, so they can pay me some money, and I can somehow cure them or something like this. Yes,
because like some special collection for rich people. Meanwhile, there's actually a rich man, and he is ill. And this illness is so weird that the doctor told him that you must find, there's only one cure of your illness, is to smell a flowery fart. So this rich man sent all his serpents around the village to find somebody who has the ability to create some good farts. Then they found the Pavel. So they took Pavel to the house of this rich man, and the rich man is thinking that, okay, I've never seen this, so I don't trust it. I don't trust you, so please step away from me, like, I don't know, like 1 meter away from me, and then let's try.
So then he farted.
And it smells so good.
It started to cure his illness, right?
Yeah.
So he paid him a lot of money.
Yes.
He was very happy, and the great information was spread all over the village, let's say.
Including Max.
And of course Max heard that. So Max was very sneaky as always, and he went to Pavel and he said like, I want to collect your beans as well, yeah? And of course the Pavel, as always, he was like, okay, anyways they were grown up again, so collect them. So Max took all of them, he ate all of them. And then he found the person who was ill, this guy.
The same guy.
Yes, and he said like, hey, you know, I can also make those farts, so I can fart on you and you can smell it. And that guy was like, okay, I agree, it's good, it will cure me more. He requested him to fart on his face.
After Max farted on his face, the smell is so bad because, you know, Max was the bad person, yeah, so his beans didn't work out as the way he wanted to be. So this rich man was really angry, so he asked the serpent to find a plug, a butt plug,
because it stinks all the way, and he couldn't stop farting even, yeah?
Yeah, he couldn't stop farting, and the smell was so bad that this rich man actually puked out all the food that he just ate. And so he asked the serpent to plug something onto his ass to stop those farts temporarily, and then kick him out from the house. So after Max go home, he asked his wife that, oh, please take off the butt plug from me. And then after she took off the butt plug, he started to fart again, non-stop.
This rich man, so he wasn't cured, he was very angry, so he went to the proper supplier of farts to Pavel. And he said that, Pavel, I trust you, you can fart on me, I will give you even more money. Pavel started the curement, and finally he cured the rich guy, and then the rich guy was so happy that he actually gave his daughter for him as a wife, yeah, so...
Yeah, because he thinks that Pavel is a really nice person, honest person, and he even looked very handsome, so he just married his daughter to Pavel.
Yeah, so they were very happy, he got richer, and actually Max realized that he starting to lose the money. He not even started, he was losing money, and the sneaky way didn't really work out, yes, and he went into some kind of money crisis.
Pavel actually right away helped his brother with no condition. Max finally realized how bad he was, and Max confessed that yes, I was a bad person, but from now on I will change myself, I will become a better and better person. That's the end of the story.
So obviously the story tells you that please be nice to other people.
Be honest.
Like this. Yeah. So it is great, but I just don't understand the concept of this. Like, why you want to teach children in this way? But maybe because, you know, I just heard this story once, and I can completely almost say it back to other person because it was so ridiculous. So it's easily
to remember
getting into my mind. Right now I'm just thinking this way because I remember it was harder for me to understand those European stories because they were kind of normal comparing to this one. But this one actually stays in my mind so much that I actually want to even teach our kid in the future. You know,
about selling good farts.
About selling good farts. That's amazing. Maybe you will tell the story to your kids, yes.
In the future.
Or to your younger brother or sister, or to your parents.
That was it, and we will see you very soon in the next storytelling episode.
Okay, so see you guys. Bye bye.
Love you. Cheers.